My name's Sandy Gawley. I've been a firefighter for 12 years and I'm stationed at Camborne Fire Station in Cornwall. I've been time trialling approximately 5 years. This will be my 5th full season of racing. Well, I've been cycling all my life. It's funny because I learned to cycle a bike when I was 2. So I'm 37, so that's almost 35 years now on 2 wheels. I've cycled all manner of bikes, BMXs, mountain bikes, road bikes now. And my real sort of competitive background is racing mountain bikes. Got to a sort of period in my life where I didn't do so much of that. I wanted a new fresh challenge, so I decided to train for the end-to-end, which I did in 2006. And since then I sort of looked for an outlet for my sort of fitness and my interest in road bikes I built up. As it just so happened, in 2008 there was the World Firefights Games in Liverpool. I duly put my name down because I thought I could enter some cycling event. But wanting to do a bit more training, I decided to enter some local time trials, just to get some idea of what it's about, have a go at racing and see what the competitive edge was all about. And after doing my first practice time trial, I was completely hooked.
Right, I'm Caroline Harding, freelance graphic designer. This is my printers, where everything's printed. I time trial in my spare time, obviously, it's my baby. I very much enjoy it. It's a good hobby to have, keeps me fit, out of trouble. I work all over London, so this is pretty much what I do, ride around from job to job. It's all part of the training. I also, training for time trial, which is my love. I enjoy doing it. Tonight I'm racing, so I'm going to be riding around pretty easy around town. I've just finished work now, so I'm on my way home. A time trial is really simple. Everyone starts one at a time at intervals of a minute, and then it's just you against the clock, basically. All these landmarks and really makes you feel like you're part of something. Go left. So we've got the Houses of Parliament. Over there we've got the London Eye. Love being in London, really. I wouldn't be anywhere else.
Time trialling is different to road racing. Road racing, there's a lot of tactics, there's a lot of teamwork. Time trialling is simply just you against the clock. I love the purity of it, the fact that the fastest man on the day wins, but it's not the fastest man on the day, it's the guy that is willing to push himself the hardest, the guy that is willing to train the hardest and just tick all the boxes, and it's something that I really buy into. You know, I work hard, I sort of make sure no stone's left unturned. I haven't really moved out for long, and yeah, it's home. Oh, this is, I literally just walked in and Mum offered her meal, so I'm the kind of guy that I'd take a meal off my own mum. You know, she's supported me right from the start. She knows thank you. She knows what I need for a race. So this here, we've got some cod, sweet potato, boiled potato. You know, cod protein, carbohydrates in the potatoes, and then a few like mixed vegetables and whatnot. So just you're getting everything in, and it's quite. Believe it or not, I put on a bit of this week after this year, I've put on a bit of weight.
I don't know why that. Oh, that's that picture up there.
Right, yeah, there was more in the loft.
Junior 25. 2006. Yes, 2006.
So what age was Alex at that point?
17, I think. Was you 17?
Yeah, 16, 17. No, 17.
17.
17. Okay, so was that really like one of the first major achievements?
No. The first major achievement was when I was 14. I finished second in the under 17 the GHS it was called, which was basically the National Time Trial Championships for schoolboys. And it was almost unprecedented that a 14-year-old would finish on the podium. It was mostly the top 10 was pretty much all 16-year-olds and then the 15-year-olds. But yeah, I kind of spoilt the party. And that was sort of when it was clear to me that I was good at this sport.
Yeah, this is the Cornish Cup, and it's a time trial trophy which is earned by competing in time trials in Cornwall. It's a race of it's a competition, of 10 races, and your best 5 results from those races go forward. Well, I'm fortunate enough to actually have won it for the last couple of years, 2 previous years, 2011, 2012. And I'm hoping this year that I can actually seal the championship again and win it for a 3rd time. Then I'd be the first person to hold it for 3 years consecutively.
Right, well, in here is a big box of memories, basically. Cycling for me has been more of a sort of, as well as keeping healthy and something to aim for in life, it's more about keeping the weight off. When I was younger, shame on me, didn't do any exercise and I got quite large. Not huge, but large. You've got an example of it there with me next to a car. I don't know if you can see, but I'm quite big. It's about 4 stone heavier than I am now. So yes, let's just forget about that one. And but for me, it's good. It keeps me healthy, it keeps the weight off, and it's something I enjoy. And also, I've got like a really old picture of me here time trialing. This is one of my first ones, and I'm on a road bike, and that's how skinny I used to be. I'm not quite that thin anymore, unfortunately, but that's how cycling has helped me like lose loads of weight. And it's helped a lot of people, I'm sure, over the years.
Just make sure I'm well fueled up and I'm not getting to the start line thinking I'm hungry. It's just one of those elements of the race you can get in the bank, isn't it? Better preparation you've got, one less thing to worry about. So, yeah, it's a bit of a ritual, however crazy that seems. Next week I've got a really exciting event. It's my daughter's 2nd birthday. So I've had to store a gift out here because, as all 2-year-olds, she'd probably sniff it out indoors. So here it is. I've had to stash it in the roof. And what we've bought her is her first bike, balance bike, and hopefully the legacy will live on.
Excellent. So she's going to be a cyclist like you hope?
Hopefully if you look at the back of the garage, there's the bike that she rides on it currently at the moment, so she loves going on the back of that, so I'm hoping that, hopefully she'll follow on her dad's footsteps.
So that Cornish Cup might be hers one day?
One day, possibly. Yeah. We'll have to wait and see. Lucy, can you grab my wheel bags out of the bike room for us? Hanging up on the wall, on the ceiling. Right, pop it. Yeah. All right, see you later. Good luck.
See you later, good luck. You saying good luck to me?
Oh yeah, good luck. Good luck.
He's come to it quite late on in life, and he's just doing really well. And because of that, he just wants to keep on going and try and push himself and stuff. So yeah, I don't know. In terms of what it means to me, I guess. I'm really proud of what he's achieved, and every time he comes back and he says that he's done well and that kind of thing, it's brilliant. And if he wins, if he wins any prize money, which is maybe only like 15 quid or something, but he always says, "Oh, should we get a takeaway?" So, that's good.
Describe your feelings on Alex's achievements.
More proud than you can believe.
Absolutely. Unbelievable. Especially stage 8 of the gyro. We were lucky enough to be there. Couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe that awful 3-hour wait for him to know that he'd won it. It was just fantastic.
But it's a tough old game, and I've got to say there's been more bad days than good days.
Yeah.
We spend a lot of time, you know, in trouble.
Yeah, lots of highs and lows.
Yeah, more lows.
More lows.
But you learn from the bad days, and every cyclist, everybody's got to any level in any sport, will know about the bad days, and you learn from it and build from it, and that makes you more hungry, which he is. He doesn't like coming second.
Tonight's race is a Club 10. It's a nice evening. There won't be too many people there. I wouldn't have thought. It's normally quite quiet. It's not particularly fast course. It's quite rolling, but it is dual carriageway. We'll see. Seems to be quite nice. Well, I did have a stonky headwind riding home, so seems to have disappeared now. We'll see. Okay, so initially cycling and exercise for me was about losing the weight, about keeping the weight off. And over the years, it's kind of morphed into something more ambitious almost. You know, it's like improving my time, and you know, it's why time trialing is really good, because it's a race against yourself, and it's about self-improvement, and you know, you're always trying to better your time. So for me, as well as, you know, being healthy, keeping the weight off, it's also something that it's a goal to aim towards. It gives you a sense of satisfaction in life. It's really good. It takes a lot of rearranging with the ponytail.
Come on, Caroline. So Harry, what's it like having Alex Dowsett, coming to ride here?
It's really, really inspirational. Tried to get you to achieve to be what he's like, and just it's an amazing feeling when you get him there and seeing how close you are to him. So yeah, and I started really just because Alex told me just to do a couple of time trials, and I just ever since then really, really liked them, enjoyed them, and then ever since you get on the bars, it's just amazing feeling.
You know, I've come from probably one of the most glamorous races in the world, the Giro d'Italia, back to the Malden Club 10, and you know, there's a sort of special place in my heart for the Malden Club 10. That's where it all started for me. But it's, you know, it's somewhere. It's like a haven for me, where if I feel my career is going away from where I want it to be, where I'm not quite sure how fit I am, or there's nothing to determine, I go back to the Malden 10, post a time, know exactly how I'm feeling.
10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck.
I believe time trialling first started when the police banned road racing. This is going way back. So they set about finding a way to still race, and so what they did have a secret. It was like an underground time trial system where everyone had set off at minute intervals, and it was really sort of low key. So even up to the point the courses all had codes. So anyone that wasn't in the loop didn't understand what code this course related to. So they'd turn up, everyone would have a start time, fastest man wins. And I think that really took off. And that's how time trialing started. Obviously now it's cool that they still use the codes. And if I talk to any of my teammates about it, they're just blown away by the intricacies of it.
I particularly like time trialling for the main reason there's no ever any sort of question in your head that you haven't done the right thing. You know, if any other kind of racing on a bike, road racing or track racing, there's always an element of, especially with bunch racing, have you done the right thing? Did you tactically do the right thing? You know, could you have gone away? Could you have, you know, gone with the break? Could you have positioned yourself better for the sprint? It doesn't happen in time trialing. You know, you set off and you go hell for leather as hard as you can for that amount of time, and you know that at the end of it you've done everything you can.
During a time trial, you go through. I mean, first and foremost, it's a world of hurt. It's you're just pulling everything out of yourself that you possibly can. But the nice thing is you got that finish line, and so you know, if I'm doing intervals, then a 20-minute interval is going to last 20 minutes, whether you go easy or you go hard. Whereas a time trial, you have a finish line.
The thing I love about time trialling is I love competing, but also it's a little bit more than that. Being on the time trial bikes for me is something that's very, very experience rich. I feel like my senses are heightened. Those few minutes of competition are really, really, really special. It's an opportunity to feel really, really alive because your sense is completely heightened. You know, you're physically working yourself very hard, using all your senses and all your ability to stay fast and stay upright on your bike. It's a bit like the sort of fight, flight or fright situation in your body. I suppose it's something that's inherently in all of us, but I find time trying to be the absolute perfect outlet for it.
I've had time trials where I've come away and I've thought I didn't really think once, and they're usually my best time trials where I didn't really think at all, just went through the motions, and then I guess your mind just focuses back on going as hard as you possibly can, but for sure you don't recall a whole lot of what goes on outside just the road in front of you, and you know, you're looking in the distance, you've got that next point in the road, whether it be the crest of a hill or a corner, and just focusing on getting there as well as you possibly can, and that as fast as you possibly can, but if there's a long way to go, then as fast, but holding a good rhythm, and maybe holding a notch or two back so that you've got enough energy left in the tank for the latter part of the race.
To do a good time trial, you've really got to concentrate, and that has got to be your all-consuming thought, is just like to finish as quickly as possible and to ride as hard as possible. And in that kind of way, it takes you the stress and strains of life. You can't think about what happened to you that day, and it's good, almost relaxing in a kind of strange way.
Caroline joined us, I think, 6 years ago now, and she just rode for us as a club. But she was the only lady in the club, so she joined another club to get a ladies' team, because a team is normally 3 riders. But she's done very well on her own and won several medals in Wales, at the track in Wales. But now while she was an associate, she couldn't take awards. But now she's been in the club for 5 years, she can now take ladies' awards and other awards. A fortnight ago, I think she won this event. She was the fastest, so she will get an award for that. I think her first year with us, she broke the ladies' record about 5 times on the trot in the first year. And she's got better since then.
And what do you think time trialling does for her? Like, what's in it? You know, what does she get out of it?
Well, you're riding against yourself all the time, and it's improving. If you improve your times, you know you're doing better. You're not relying on anybody else, it's purely your own effort. And that's very satisfying. Caroline. Go on, Caroline.
Yeah, I just get a real kick out of pushing myself as hard as I can. You know, during the race, it's unpleasant, but it's that as soon as you cross that finish line and you can back off the pedals and you know you've given everything, I get a huge sense of satisfaction that I've been able to commit 100% to something and achieved a result from it. So, you know, a quantifiable result, a marker for how well I've trained and how hard I've pushed myself. And that was I think it was the purity of that really attracted me to time trialling. You know, when I started road racing, I was, you know, because it was so tactical, it was frustrating me that I might have been the fastest guy in the race, but my result wasn't reflecting that. But that almost never happens in a time trial.
Even then, didn't get a sweat.
I never watched time trial. Not someone else's point of view. really minging. This is great, isn't it?
Sandy, tell us.
I don't know. Course record.
I think, today.
Thank you.
What's the mode?
1 second again.
Have I beaten you by 1 second?
I'll beat you.
Oh, 1 second, is that all?
1 second, 25.
On that, that surprises me on that
You
course.
did 25.01.
No, I didn't. I did log 24. My Garmin said 24.
You got 25.01.
Okay.
I got 25 dead.
Oh well. One up in shit. I got you last year. You got me this year.
Yeah, I think pros on the continent, they use climbs. They go to a climb, see how quick they can go up it, and that'll be their marker. Mine is the British time trial scene, and I just thoroughly enjoy it. It's such a friendly environment. You turn up, everyone's there for the same reason, but then everyone goes into the pub after, has a drink, chats about the race, and heads off home. And you just get so much out of an evening. You get that sense of satisfaction that you've committed to something 100%, and then sort of just socialising with friends afterwards.
Us come and have a go. It's the most accessible form of cycle racing there is in the country. Go and join your local club, then go along to your local 10, 25 time trial, and away you go. Pay your £4 and you can have an evening to racing, and yeah, a lot of fun, and end up being addicted like me.
Like, and the last mile, you always crank it up as much as you possibly can.
It's
like.
just that little internal competition between everyone as well, when everyone's comparing times.
It is, but it's
a
not.
little bit of banter.
It's really friendly time trialing, much more than any other kind of cycling. I think that is, you are competing against each other, but it's always a bit of a laugh, isn't it? Really, it's never really that serious, and it's
you do get the odd one that takes it serious,
but everyone just laughs at it. But yeah, it's really friendly. It's a really good way to get into cycling.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely the best, I think, best way of getting into cycling. So that's how I got into it. The good thing about time trialing is when you finished, like I was absolutely knackered, and I know I turned myself inside out, and that's everything I could have done. So I couldn't have got a 25 day because that's everything I had. But it's very accessible sport. It's easy to get into, and you don't have to spend thousands to get going. You can do it on a road bike. So it's a good way into the sport. It's a cheap way to start cycling. And I don't really know why more people don't just give it a go.